Hello everybody, it's Racer 294 here. Thought I'd post up a video of the first round of the new Supra Cup. So got some practice in and figured we'd give it a shot. So I have a lot of experience here at Fuji. Not the normal version, but the short version. But after practicing for last week's, or actually still this week's B race, which was here in Group 3 cars, give it a shot with the new 2020 Toyota Supra GR. So we'll start warm up here. We've got about 15 minutes of practice time in before we got into the qualifying. So got a handle on the car pretty good. Was able to get into the low 56s. But with the new qualifying procedure, you don't have any fuel burn on any FIAs or the Supra Cup, but you do have tire wear during qualifying. But you only have 5 minutes to qualify, so you pretty much outlap in as many flying laps as you can get in. So outlap and maybe 2 flying laps to get yourself a good qualifying time. So as you might have seen, this is a pretty, I guess it's a lower split lobby. A drivers, a couple of S, star drivers in here, but my DR is just about 35,000. So a middle grade A ranked lobby. So, but I was plated number 19, so pretty far down the list. So probably some higher ranked A drivers, obviously. So let's see how qualifying goes. So we'll probably be one of the last people out of the pits since we're so high number board. So again, I'm watching this on the replay, so I'm not doing this live. So I know how it went. I'm gonna watch it from the replay and see how she goes. So we'll just use bumper cam. So. But I watched Mr. MCA's track guide and strategy guide for this race. And got this guy in front of us. He's lagging really bad, Ocelot. So got to get away from this guy because I don't want him to smash me off while I'm in my outlap. But so anyway, I watched MCA's video on it, and I see some people here think they must still have to fuel burn. Don't know what the new strategies are. But again, back to Mr. MCA's video. So he told me something pretty interesting about the start, and that was the start in second gear off the start. So I'm going to give that a shot if I can remember. So, but again, I'm watching the replay, so I know if I did or not. Anyway, so here we are on our outlap. We're trying to be gentle with the tires, try to keep their life. Just trying to, not over rev them, not brake too hard, but not get too lost in our brake points, because I find if you go too easy on your outlap, sometimes you go easy on your first flying lap. You need to be on it right away. No diddly-dallying. So pick up all your reference points, brake markers, turn-in points. So no need to worry about fuel during the race. You only have to manage your tire wear. So I started off with my brake balance +2. I guess it's 2 to the rear. Actually, whatever. It's 2 to the rear. I don't like using pluses and minuses. I just say 2 to the rear. So 2 to the rear, and then as the race goes on, if we probably get around lap 7, I'm going to go 3 to the rear to try to save the fronts as much as possible, because this car is so heavy. You got to brake so early, and you can see there it gets really wallowy because it's such a smushy suspension. So you know, you don't want it squirming around on you, wiggling around on you. So try to pick up these brake markers. So through, I think that's Coca-Cola back there. Pick that one up here. You're looking for that little orange board. Brake. Try to make this apex. Don't cut it too much and get a penalty. Don't run too wide. You'll hit the Astro and probably crash. Spin out. Trying to clip this apex. Keep it tight to the right. Clip the other apex before this Dunlop sign brake. Slow it in. Clip that much curb as you can. Easy on the gas. Cruise through these couple of S turns. Looking for a white line right there. Brake. Don't need to downshift too much. You don't want the engine braking to mess your car's stability up. Clip that apex. Don't run too wide. You'll hit the Astro and spit out. Now here's where you want to try to get as good a drive out of this final turn, and you just start going. I've probably got a sniff of the new draft, so I might have a little bit of a draft with the guy in front of me, but just enough to maybe pull him in. We don't have any timing up, so we don't know if we're closer or getting closer. So 56.2. That's a pretty good lap. It's got a 7th, so looking for that piece of crosswalk. So got good through turn 1. Now here we're looking for the 100 board. We're going to dab the brakes a little bit. Try to find the bollard there. Clip that apex. I missed a little bit. Still not bad. I still have this guy's draft in front of me, so it should help me somewhat. So we're down to 8th in qualifying, but this is going to be our final lap, final hot lap. So this guy on the left, looks like he's done. He's kind of in the way. He gets out of the way, luckily. Still trying to push, pick up that draft on the guy in front of us. Start to brake now. Down, ease off the brakes. Don't want to push that front end too much. So, don't want to clip too much of that Astro. Either you get a penalty, look for that white line, there it is, tip it in. Baby the throttle. And a good exit there. Bring it in here. Cut it back over to the apex. Try to run it out over wide. This guy on the left, he's going to be a problem. He's just coming out of his ghost, and he still thinks he can make a good lap. Going to sit right where everybody's going to... His lap is over, but he's going to get in the way. I mean, people just don't have any... They don't have any brains. I don't know what it is. I mean, he's just going to ruin someone else's race, you know? So just get off the line and park it, you know? So we got a good draft. 6. Nailed 6 down with a... I didn't see what it was. So yeah, we're probably almost a 55.9 or something like that, maybe. We'll see on the start. But that was a good qualifying. Like I say, I was hoping for a little bit better, but I'll take 6 every day of the week. So this is a grid start with false start checks. So we know that too. We've been practicing that a lot. So GRT league and other leagues I've been in with GRT. We practice that a lot. You don't see it a lot in daily races. In the FIA some. Anyway, it was great qualifying. Actually, surprised it didn't have as much drama as I thought it would. But this new qualifying procedure is so much better. You don't waste time burning fuel to maybe get one lap in. This is the way it should have been. And I'm so glad that Polyphony, I'm glad they changed it. But I'm looking forward to doing the Supra Cup. I may skip the next round because I can't stand Nürburgring 24. So So let's see. Yep, we got a 56.1. So yeah, we improved by almost 2/10. That's good. So let's see how the start goes. So yeah, fuel consumption is at 12. Fuel and tires are at 12, I think. Yeah, both of them are at 12. And you can only run hard tires, so that's the only tire they allow in the whole thing, I think, is racing hard. Racing hards? Or sports hard? I think they're sports hard. Yeah, sports hard. So there you see, yeah, all A's. Got 3-star players in there. So, a little bit of drama here. Some of these guys. So, got our nice livery for the Supra Cup. So, try to use my preferred shade of blue. So, here we go. Here's the race. So, trying to remember that starting procedure that MCA mentioned. So, I didn't really recognize any of these players. Bubba Kydri, I don't recognize any of them. He's played one starting first. That's pretty good for him. Messiah, Ram, Tina Farah, whatever, a bunch of letters. Alexandria, Spag 41 Eddie. There's our sweet livery. GRT Racer 294. Gumbro. Dark Coyote. I do recognize Dark Coyote. I do recognize that name. Jaybird. I might recognize his name. Apparently that guy had some issues through the qualifying. I think everybody was in the 2020 Supra. My quick test to 2019, even with VOP and upgraded to N400, it was still much slower than the 2020. Apparently they tweaked the suspension and the brakes, and the engine's got more power. So, I mean, it's going to work better for it. So, I think the gearing, somebody said the gearing was better on the 2019, but we'll see. I'm only going to stay with the 2020. So. Alright, so here we go. Here comes the start. Second gear. Not a bad start. Let's see if we can not have any drama into turn 1. Hopefully I can stay out of the drama. Hopefully that's all we can really hope for. So, yep, a little wide, a little wide. A lot of drama. Well, use your radar, partner. Use your radar. Not only use your radar, but it's the first lap. Should have got a penalty for that. So we got ourselves up in the second place. Oof. Okay, guy. Use your radar. Oh, and I get a SR down for getting side smashed in. I'll send him in a bodywork bill. Oh, so we got the lead. Hit our brake mark. And see, at this point, I don't really want to battle with anybody. I want that guy in the blue car to run away, but he's already making mistakes, so now I've got to get my blinders on and just start heading for the hills. Just, don't tear your tires up, but just put in just as many good laps as you can right now. Just leave the drama behind you. And it looks like we've pretty much got that going. We had 7/10 of a lead going into the final turn. So, just try to short shift there a little bit, make sure there's got some stability between the rear end. So we've got 8/10 of a lead on this guy, so we should be out of the draft of that guy. He shouldn't be in our draft, I mean. So hit the fastest lap. So that's pretty nice. We started in 6th, hit our brake marks. I'm looking for that little path on the left there, right around just after the 200 board. Oh, some more drama going on in the back. So got almost a second. Nope, got a second now. Look for the 100 board. Little dab of the brakes. Tip it in. Downshift. So and just try to get a lead. That's all we can hope to do. Just try to get a lead, so we can try to put in some consistent laps and keep everybody from behind us. So looking for that little board, that little orange board. Hit that apex really nice. So the second lap was probably, it was my best lap of the whole race, really. The second lap was just flawless. I mean, just before that point, I probably could have braked a little bit later, but we came through this chicane S-turn thing really well. Still got over a second lead coming into these turns right here are really tricky, especially with this car. It's so got so much body roll, so you got to be patient on your throttle. You got to ease off your brakes really lightly. You just don't want to just let go of your brakes, or you just add so much drama to the car chassis. So now you just push. So now we've got over a second, 1.2, almost 1.2 second lead on this guy. So he's not in our draft, but he's probably going to be desperate, and he's going to dive bomb us more than likely. So now the fastest lap, almost as fast as our qualifying lap. That's good. Now the fastest lap. Hit our brakes. So that second lead. This is my first race. I haven't been doing any daily races or FIAs. I've been doing so much league stuff that with GRT that I've really kind of just tuned out of wanting to do daily races. But this race kind of called me. I don't know why. So after they posted it and I tried a practice lap, and I was faster than some of the fastest guys in GRT, or I was really close to them. I won't say I was faster than them, but I was built my confidence up really high. So I figured, well, I'll give it a shot. So, it's a pretty quick race, only 10 laps. Not a lot of things to think about. So there's one of his desperate moves. This really ticks me off, because that was an unnecessary pass in a bad place. It could have really wrecked my race. So at this point, I kind of got a little upset. I'm like, okay, I'm either going to punt you off, or I'm going to just stay behind you and have you go as fast as you can. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to drag race this guy. I'm just going to sit behind him and use this draft. I'm flashing my lights at him, basically to say, go, just go. And I'm going to pull out of this draft. I want to be able to make my brake mark. Don't want to be able to cook through the first turn by sitting in his draft. So hit my brakes. He's narrow on this apex, so he may blow it. So nope, we hit ours perfectly. That was a perfect turn. But he hit his, which is good. So at this point, I'm still like, just go. We've got 1.4, almost 1.5 second lead to the guy in third. So it's like, just go. All right, well, he's going wide there. He'll probably get a penalty, which will probably put me back in the lead. takes forever. So at this point, yep, hit my brake marks, let him run around, let him do whatever he's going to do. I'm just trying to run my own race. But we are falling. The guys in 3rd, 4th, and 5th are catching us quick. So here it's just like, okay, just, again, run your own race. Hit your brake marks, hit your apexes. Hit that really, really well. But we're losing time. We're losing time to 3rd. He's catching us quick. I think we're being too cautious through some of these turns, and it's costing us time. But kind of on the ragged edge of these tires, they're starting to show where they're starting to get really loose. So again, here I just go, guy, just go, just set some fast laps. Let's get away from him. He's running ragged. He's missing his apexes, but let's just go. 1.3. Hopefully we'll have a good lead by the end of this straight. So we're going to start lap 5 here. Again, doing the same thing. I don't need to worry about fuel, so being in this draft is not going to help me. I just want to make sure I don't blow the brakes. And he overcooked the turn. I'm like, okay, he's kind of keeping me too narrow. So I'm like, okay, just brake a little earlier, let him shoot past. Maybe he'll crash. maybe I won't have to deal with him anymore. But again, all this time we're still slowly losing time to 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I'm just hoping he would get himself together and run a good race. I don't know if he's figured out that I'm not trying to race him. I'm really not trying to race him. I really just want to get away. But he keeps defending, and here he defends and cuts over in front of me, which luckily I didn't want to. I just go, man. Just hit your marks. But he's not thinking that. He's obviously not seeing that I'm not trying to dive past him or drag race him. So if you were to see that, then me and him could just run our own race, and at that point I could care less if I win. I mean, I'd like to win. I always want to win. But 2nd place, I would be happy with 2nd place in this lobby. Starting with a number 19 plate. But he's gonna run his defensive, I don't want to lose mentality, but all you're doing is you're going to lose, buddy. We're both going to lose in the end if you don't get your head on straight. So let's see. Again, pull out. I don't need his draft for anything. It's not going to help us. So as long as I can hit my brakes. This is where the tires start to show themselves. But then again, he's defending. He's defending. He's not saying me not trying to pass him. I mean, even though I am faster than him. Now he's going to get a penalty for that one. He went way wide. Yep, there's his half-second penalty. So. Hit that up. Not good. That wasn't good. And again, he's not trying to pass you, buddy. Just get up and go. So here's where I need to start worrying about start making defensive moves, because here's Dark Coyote with this incredible dive bomb from 5 miles back. But it's an opportunity he had to take too, so we're running out of laps here. But he got a half-second penalty for cutting that apex. Both he and Alexander, or whatever his name is, now he's going to shut the door on me. So we got these two guys are they're going to serve their penalties. So somehow the leader, he got another 2nd penalty added to his to his pit and to his time. So Dark Coyote making himself getting in the way of the guy behind him. So here we are back in the lead. Push, push, push. Look out, we're losing time. I worked 2 minutes. Just did a 2-minute lap when we did a 1:58 before. So hit our brakes, brake marker. I don't know if we're gonna make it. No, we don't. So we just blew that turn big time from the lead. Trying to come on cautiously. So there's Alex 309. Nice tap off the track. No penalty for him. So the penalty system is still kind of broken. So that was maybe I was too slow through that turn, but could have been worse. So Gumbro barges past. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, I'm getting roughed up. Starting to get roughed up a little bit. I've gone from leading this race to now 5th place, and almost none of these passes have been clean. So there's my moment of shame. So, quite honestly, I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about it only because both of those guys barged past me. So anyway. So back to normal racing. So and I attribute some of that to being in the draft a little bit. So almost touched that guy there. He's got a half-second penalty. And see what he does. He does some cagey stuff here. He's going to sit right in the way, and then he's going to get over. And he's going to get in front of the other guy. So, man, the stuff you see, it's crazy. Now, our tires are really starting to get worn. We're starting to. This first turn is the one that's the biggest problem with worn tires, because you got to brake from so far back on good tires, and having to brake even further back on worn tires just makes for dangerous scenarios. So there's our pole sitters behind us now, Bubba Kylie. So pretty much we're really hoping to just keep her 3rd place. So lap 8. So I think at some point I'm going to try to, if I haven't already done it, I didn't notice if I did it or not. I know I gotta move my brake balance back another notch, because we just keep missing these apexes like that right there. This lap and 2 more laps and we'll be done. So we're in 3rd place. Taking a more narrow defensive line right there. And it's one of those things where I really don't want to defend, but must got a better drive. So I'm losing that high real quick. But all that means is he's going to be in a more dangerous drafting into the braking zone. He's smart. He pulls out and doesn't want to. He's also trying to line himself up for a good pass. Again, our tires are cooked, so now we're in 6th. No, we're 5th. So we just totally blew that turn. These tires are they're no fun. We got Jaybird. Jaybird's behind us. Came through that Coca-Cola turn, if that's what it's called, really good. It's a good pass for him. Good pass on the outside. Blew that turn, but I was hoping I didn't hit that guy in the back end. So there we go. Still going through these turns pretty good. It's just those heavy braking zones where I have nothing. There's no brake. There's no brake. No grip. No braking zone grip. It's still turning okay. The car's still turning okay, but it's just could be so much better. But now it's just not lose. Let's not lose any more places. So. Another blown turn on the final lap, but we protected pretty good. It's just how much can we defend? How much can we defend and not go off the track? Like the guy in 7th, he'll easily take 6th if he can, but it doesn't seem like he's really trying to go after. His tires must really be shot. I didn't look at the replay from other perspectives to see how it looked from other people. This is pretty much right after the race happened, so now I'm defending. And I'm like, okay, I've made that apex. That's good. And if I can hit all these right, he doesn't have much of a chance to get in there. As long as I stay on the right side of the apex, in defensive mode, big time, I can make it. So it's only one more chance he really has, and he's not got the best drive. He's got to be really good to make an outside pass work, and looks like what he's trying to do. Like a 6th place, unless the engine blows up or I get disconnected. So let's hope none of that happens. Still put in a good lap though, 58. Final lap of a 58. That's pretty good. So pretty tight field, but I'm happy with that. I mean, really. I started, at 6th and I finished 6th, and pretty much the guy that won, he barged his way to the win. He really did, and because he qualified behind me, and the guy that finished in 7th qualified ahead of him. So that's pretty much, what it is. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and see when I post up the next one. Y'all have a good night.